So today is a very, very complete version of the NDO, as you have heard. And the people who share, the reason why I choose these people, these leaders to come and share, it is because these leaders, they have big groups below them. They have huge organization below them. And I see them as a big tree. You know what's a big tree? A tree that is very big. It's a big tree. And Riway is also a big tree. Today I want to take this opportunity to share a little bit with you about this big tree. Because big tree, or rather nature, there's a lot of things that we can learn from nature. Am I right? We can be brave like the grass. We can be strong like the wind. A lot of things that we can learn from nature. And just a big tree as well. You are able to learn certain things from a big tree. But to become a big tree, become a big leader, do you want to become a big leader? Do you want to become a big tree? But one thing is not enough. One thing is not enough. We got to put into action. We got to act on it. We got to take steps towards achieving the goal, achieving this target of becoming a big tree. Now, let's see. A big tree. The first thing we can learn from a big tree. For a tree to grow very high, very big, it takes time, am I right? Time is very, very important. Time is very, very essential. Just like today, if a bean sprout is growing out of the ground, if a bean sprout is growing out, it takes time to grow, am I right? You cannot go and pull the bean sprout up and hope that it will become very long. You cannot. It's got to take time. So similarly, in the process of Riway, it takes time. You want to become successful, it takes time. And it is accumulation of experiences. It is accumulation of challenges before we become a big tree. You see, there's a saying that goes like this. Rome wasn't built in 3 days. Rome wasn't built in 3 days. Even the earth took 7 days to be completed. Am I right? And so, success is similar. Today we want to achieve success. We got to be able to go through the test of time. We got to give ourselves a bit of time. Maybe 3 years. Maybe 5 years. Because most of the stories you hear in Riway International, the people, the leaders who are able to achieve what they have today, big cars, house with a swimming pool, it is not today they say they won and tomorrow they become successful. Am I right? A lot of times people, they see a person's success. They will only look on the surface of their success. They see how rich they are. They see how successful they are. They see how happy the family is. But the thing is, they do not take one step closer to see what are the sacrifices that they have made. What are the things that they have to go through, the challenges that they face, the rejections that they see and go through and overcome to achieve what they have today. So you see, to become a big tree, there are different conditions. To become a leader as well, you also have to have certain conditions to become a leader. Am I right? Now, to become successful, there are also certain qualities that you have to have. What is one quality that is very important? Extremely important if you want to become successful. Can anyone tell me? Talk about tea break, everybody happy. Talk about learning, everybody quiet. I want to ask you, what is a very important quality for me to achieve success, for a person to achieve success? You got to be hardworking, am I right? You got to be hardworking. But the thing is, if you are hardworking, there is a chance that you can achieve success. But doesn't mean that if you are hardworking, you will achieve success. Agree with me? So sometimes, hardworking and lazy, which is easier? To be hardworking or to be lazy? Certain people, they will think lazy is easier. But the thing is, if you say lazy is easier, that means we don't know what's the definition of being lazy. Being lazy means you sit there, you don't do anything. Even if they give you a book, you don't read. They put a rice in front of you, you don't eat. You just sit there and stand into blank space. Imagine yourself sitting in a jail cell. 2 hours, 3 hours, you already cannot take it. Am I right? But hardworking is easier. You see, if a person is at home playing mahjong, is he hardworking or is he lazy? Hardworking or lazy? He is so hardworking. He have to touch the towel. He have to look. If he got the pong, he have to pong open. He win, he must open the card and then shout very loudly. He must put in energy. Am I right? See, hardworking is easier. I give you another example. If a person sitting at home every day, doing nothing, just watching TV, is this person hardworking or lazy? Are you sure hardworking? He's very hardworking, right? Why? He have to sit in front of the TV, take energy, take the remote control, change the channel. And if he's watching a funny show, he must take out energy. Am I right? He's so hardworking. Doing what? Watching TV. So you see, certain people, they want to achieve success. There is condition. You want to become a leader, there is also conditions. There is also different conditions for you if you want to become a big tree. Now, what's the next one? What's the next one? Don't move. I realize the leaders in Riway International Philippines, they like to ask people to repeat after me. Repeat after me. Don't move. Don't move. Oh, not bad. Repeat after me. Don't move. What does don't move mean? It's not asking you not to move, not to put it into action. It's not. Don't move means when you have certain beliefs, when you have certain goals that you want to achieve, when you have certain things that you want to go and you have a target that you want to do by the end of this month, by the end of the next 3 months, don't move. Which means to say, don't be easily affected. Don't be easily influenced for you to change your decision. Just like I share, successful people, they make decisions very quick, but they change their decision very slow. On the other hand, average people, they make decision very slow, but they change decision very fast. Certain problem they come, they say cannot. Certain rejection they come, they say I don't want to do. Certain company they go, and then after that it's so difficult, they want to go to another company. Have you seen this kind of people? Yes. But if you want to become a big leader, you want to become a big tree, you got to tell yourself, stand there. Stand firm. Stand strong. When winds come, when typhoon come, when a lot of challenges come, you got to be able to stand there. I want all of you to close your eyes for a moment. Close your eyes for a moment. I want you to listen to this. I want you to listen very carefully. What do you hear? When you hear this, which means to say there is? Which means there is life. But the thing is, when you hear this sound, okay, open your eyes, look at me. Look at the pogi here. Which means to say what? Just now when you are listening very intently, you hear beeping. You hear heartbeat. Which means to say that if you have a heartbeat, you still have time. You are still alive. You still can do. But when you hear the toot, which means you cannot do anything already. Am I right? Now, if you look at the heart rate monitor, there is definitely highs, there are definitely lows. Similarly in life, it is the same thing. Definitely there are certain points in time that you are very happy, that you are very successful. But certain people, because of an economic downturn, straight away they drop to zero or even negative. But the thing is, there are also people, because they're affected by the economic downturn and they fall, they stand back up. They come back again. You see, life is like this. It is exactly like a movie. You know what is a movie? When you go to the cinema, you watch a movie. And when you are watching a movie, will you want to watch a guy in this movie? He is always success, and even more success. Will you want to watch this kind of movie? Or do you want to watch a movie of a guy who always fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail? And in the end, he failed. You want to watch this movie? What kind of movie do you want to watch? You want to see this person when he worked very hard, he achieved certain success, and then he failed. And after he failed, he put in extra effort, but he didn't achieve. But after a certain period of time, he really worked hard for it. He sacrificed his time, sacrificed his blood, his sweat, and a few years later, he achieved success, and then he dropped down again. He failed again, and then a success, and then failed, and success, in the end, success. This movie, is it interesting? Yes. You see, this is a story. This is a movie. This is experiences. But these experiences, it cannot happen in one day. It can't happen in one day. It got to have a accumulated time of experiences, which means to say that we must become prepared to face challenges. Because why? Don't move. When the heavy rainstorm come, when the huge wind come, you got to stand there. You got to be able to go and face this resistance. Because we got to understand, resistance is not to let us fall. Resistance is here to groom us, to make us better, to make us a better version of ourselves, to improve ourselves. So don't be afraid of resistance. Like what William shared, you want to achieve success, you must learn from the cat. The wild cat and the Persian cat. Am I right? The wild cat go out, he fight, he find food. The Persian cat go outside, one bite on the neck, he die. You see these kind of people? Every time complaining, why is it raining? I don't have umbrella. How can you say this about me? How can you scold me? It hurt my heart, you know. It hurt my feelings. You see these kind of people before? Because why? They are not able to accept this kind of resistance. So we got to be able to withstand resistance. We got to be prepared to face resistance, to face challenges. Because today, I believe, just now you write down your dreams, write down your goals. And when you start to act on it, tomorrow, problem will come already. Challenges will come already. But as long as we face them, as long as we persist on, don't move. Definitely, through a period of time, you will become a big tree. But of course, there are certain conditions other than not moving. The next one, foundation. You have to have deep roots. For a tree to grow high, the roots got to be deep rooted into the ground. Am I right? If it's not deep rooted into the ground, when the tree grow up, it will fall. Yes or no? So we got to understand, foundation, we got to be strong. Just like today in Reway, in this leadership training seminar, we are talking about foundation. Even after 3 years, after 4 years, even after 11 years of Reway International, this company still focuses on foundation. Still focuses on the basics. Still focuses on the fundamentals. Because today, if you want to learn how to write a sentence, if you have never learned alphabets, you will never be able to complete a sentence. If today you want to walk a journey of 1,000 steps, without that first step, you will never ever finish this journey. Am I right? So our foundation got to be firm, got to be deep-rooted, got to be deep-rooted into the ground. And because of this, you see this company that is so focused on all these simple foundation and fundamentals. When problems arise, when challenges arise, not much of an effect. Because Reway has come across huge challenges. Reway has come across huge problems, bigger than what you can think. Maybe 10 to 20 times worse than what you are facing now. But Reway haven't disappeared. Reway is still here. So Mr. Lim always say, he has been influenced by Sun Tzu. You know Sun Tzu? Art of War. Sun Tzu, Art of War. In this book, there is a chapter about Jin, about army. And he every time when he talk about Riway, this organization, this group of leaders, this group of big leaders, he wanted this to happen is because he came across this thing in the chapter of army. What does it say? This in Chinese. I will explain it to you in English. Also, what did he say? Let your rapidity be that of wind, your compactness that of the forest. In raiding and plundering, be like fire. Plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and let your immovability be like a mountain. And when you move, like a thunderbolt. Riway lives by this. What does it mean? Which means to say that today when we move as fast as wind. We move as quick as wind. And when your compactness, when we are united, when we are together, it's like a forest. Very vast, very big, and very compact, very neat. You see, when trees grow, they grow, and you go into the forest, you feel like you are very small inside. You feel like you are very trapped inside because of the vastness of this forest. In raiding and plundering, be like fire. You know, forest fire, it spread really fast. It goes very fast, and not only very fast, become very big as well. Yes or no? You understand my English? Naintindihan mo ba ang aking English? Our plans be dark and impenetrable as night, which means to say that, like shadow, people don't know when you are going to act. Your immovability be like a mountain, as what I shared just now, not moving, like a mountain. No matter how big the storm, you are still standing. You are still there. And when you move, be like thunder. Be like a thunderbolt. Be as fast as thunderbolt. And when you read this, when you go through this, you will find that Riway is exactly a group, an organization like this. Yes or no? When you see the picture of our recent staff meeting, you see when the staff, they sit, wow, so neat. And these people, today if you buy a set of patia, 3,688, you not only buy a product to eat. 135,000, you not only buy a product to eat. You have this team ready to fight with you, to achieve your goals with you, to achieve your dreams with you for 135,000. And just recently in June, Riway Philippines truly show that this is exactly how we are like. When we talk about a gala dinner, we say everybody, we have this gala dinner, everybody got to be able to cooperate. And everybody must wear your best in a suit, in a pretty gown for ladies, not men. Men wear a suit. And when you see this group of people, you can feel that they are very united as one. If you don't believe, you watch this video.
我们再注意看，原来菲律宾已经这么大了。菲律宾人真的是很肯吃苦。What you focus on expense， 你集中在某一些市场，那个市场就会变大。再大的目标，你都能够完成；再难的目标，你都可以去达到。
For being a big miracle, not just for me, but for thousands of Filipinos. To my fellow Filipinos, tonight, Clear your hearts, open your minds, believe and you will see. Because tonight, this is not just an unseen hope, and it is called Freeway International! Mabuhay!
My life is so miserable, but because of Freeway, my life is changed.
Thank you for sharing your heart to the 110 million Filipinos.
大家都看到了今天的场面，好好把握这个机会，让我们也可以跟着公司的脚步走向世界第一。
我们现在的趋势就是大家并肩作战，抱团合作。只要你加入立威，你就是立威人。
我感谢立威给我这样的一个机会，让我在这个人生平台里面不断的改变，实现我人生的价值。
If you are only able to stretch your limitations, your life can be different. This market, Philippines, and through these 3 years, this is the result. Look around you. Look around. Freeway is ready to go big. It truly allowed me to see that this team, this group of people in the Philippines, truly, maybe we are not in number one in Freeway International yet, but confirm 100%, you are number one in my heart. Really, really, very, very impressive. Because this is a vision that I always had. I always wanted to achieve in the Philippines. And you are the one who did it to allow me to see that it is possible. Give yourself a round of applause as well. Also, truly, if we continue to do it like this, if we continue to become like what I shared just now, definitely, without any doubts, we can become number one. But just shouting, just yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough. Someone ask Jada to control herself. So. It's not enough. It's not enough. We got to work together. We got to cooperate with one another in order for us to achieve this desired outcome, this desired result. Also, to become a big tree, the next condition is that we got to be able to face the light. Face the light. You see, when the tree, they need light, they need sunshine. They need all this sunshine for them to grow, to have this energy. Which means to say that everything, there is two sides to it. One is a good side, the other is a bad side. If you choose to look at the bad side, then definitely it will be bad. But on the other hand, if you choose to look at the good of it, definitely it will be that good. It will be that good. I give you an example. What do you see? What do you see? A black dot. You see a black dot there? Yes, I know there's a black dot. There is a dirty thing there. There is a dirt there. But the thing is, it is just that little bit, am I right? It is just a little bit. There's so much white piece of paper we can't see. We see a black dot, we see a dirt there. So this is the thinking, the mentality of a lot of people. They will see the bad in everything. No matter how good it is, they will choose to look at the bad side of it. Do you agree? For example, there are certain people who have done very well. Will there be people who are jealous and would say bad things about them? Will there? Don't worry. Break is coming. Will there be people who are jealous about his results, about his good results, and they are jealous and they talk bad about him? Yes. But on the other hand, today if you fail, will there be people talking bad about you? But I always tell myself, I'd rather be doing well and let people talk about me. Let people criticize me rather than I do badly and let people criticize me. Am I right? So we got to choose to see the good side of it. We got to choose to see the good side of things. I give you an example. Today, 3 days. Today, leadership training seminar. You come to this leadership training seminar. Certain people, they come to this training seminar, they will say, "Aiya, always talking for so long. Aiya, outside is raining. I go through flood. I still must come here. Come here, I still must shout yes so loud. And then I want to have my break. I want to have my coffee. He don't let me go. And then he complain. Do you think this person will get anything from this training seminar? But on the other hand, there are people who have not even stepped into this hall. When they see the number of people outside, so many people, they see hope. They see light. They see a good thing. I give you another example. Have you heard of Triumph? Triumph. The company that sells women lingerie. You know, right? There was one day, the general manager of Triumph want to send his people and build a market in Africa, you know. And one day, he sent the first employee there. When he go there, he's so angry. He got down the plane, he said, "Send me to the hotel." And when he go to the hotel, he called his general manager. He said, "Hey, why you ask me to come here? The people in Africa don't wear bra. Send me back now." And then he went back. But this general manager, he didn't give up. He sent another one to go to Africa. And when he got down the plane, he stepped outside, he looked, "Send me to the hotel now." Quickly call the general manager. Hello. Hey, I need you to prepare 2 containers of bra, of underwear. Because the people here don't wear. I want to ask you, which person he will get promoted? Why? Because he see the good of it. Because he see the good side of it. Am I right? Similarly, today we come across a rejection. When somebody rejects us, we can decide to sit there, give up. But on the other hand, people take it as a learning experience. People take it as an experience to be able to reflect and improve on themselves, on the way they want to influence somebody, to convince somebody, and from there they improve and become a better person, to become a stronger person. Now I want to ask you, which is better? If we choose to look at the good side or the bad side? We got to learn how to look at the good side of things. We got to learn how to look at the positive side of things. Just like this. What do you see? You see a white dot, is it? You see a white dot. You see, it is possible. Certain times when you are down at your darkest, very, very down, but you got to be able to see that ray of light. You got to be able to see that ray of hope. You got to be able to see chance. You got to be able to see opportunity. So we got to learn how to choose to look at the good side of things. Is that clear? How? Next one. The last one. It is to be able to go upwards. You see a tree, a big tree, it will not stop. It will keep growing up higher and higher and higher. In real way, it's the same. In real way, it's the same. I want to ask you imagine if one day Mr. Lim say, he say, "It's enough already. I don't want to do already. You go and do yourself. I want to relax at home, shake my leg, and go and travel the world. You go and do. Never mind." What do you think will happen to Railway International? What do you think will happen if Mr. Lim decide that he doesn't want it anymore? He doesn't want to fight anymore. What will happen? Railway will start to go downwards. Am I right? It is something that is very scary. And also something that is very irresponsible. Don't you think so? Imagine certain people today, we come into River International. We achieve a certain status. And then when somebody come in, they say, I don't want, never mind, it's okay. You want, you do. I have enough already. I have enough. Today, I'm happy with what I have. Do you think if you follow this, a leader like this, is your fate good or bad? Don't worry. Is your fate good or bad? It's bad. So if we want to become a big tree, if we want to become a big leader, we got to be able to keep moving upwards. We got to be able to strive higher. Today, we got to learn how to reflect. If we are doing well, we got to think, how can we do better? Because a lot of people, they will stop at good. A lot of people, they will stop at good feelings. But good is the greatest enemy, the biggest enemy of great. Good is the biggest enemy of great. Because a lot of people allow themselves just to be comfortable, just to be good. But do you know that there are great feelings in this world, much better than good? Somebody calling you, thanking you, that because of you, your leadership, it changed his life entirely. Imagine one day, it is not you who bought this big house and lot with a swimming pool, but you are the one sitting in the house of your downline that owns a house like this. And when his children is running around, playing around, when they invite their friends there with the smile on their face, they say, you see, they are so happy that they are staying in this house. I want you to imagine, if you are the leader and you see your downline able to afford a house like this and sitting inside the house looking at how happy their family is, what kind of feeling is that? What kind of feeling is that? That kind of feeling is called great feeling. It's just like today you sell a bottle of petir. And when you sell a bottle of petir to somebody, because they eat this product, they have certain improvement. And they come back, they cry, they tell you, thank you very much. That kind of feeling is great feelings, noble feelings. So certain times you got to sit down and really reflect. We cannot always blame. When we are not able to achieve our target, certain people, they will start to blame. They will say, hey, it's because of you. It's your fault. Why you do this? Why you do that? God designed our fingers to be like this. When we are pointing, one finger pointing at somebody, at least 3 fingers pointing at us. Am I right? It is trying to tell us something, that we got to start from ourselves. We got to reflect on ourselves. We cannot expect other people to do things that we don't know how to do. Certain times, if you want to blame your upline, you got to ask yourself, what kind of downline am I? If we blame our downline, we got to ask ourselves, what kind of upline am I? If today we blame our father, we got to ask, what kind of child am I? And if we blame our child, you got to ask, what kind of parent are you? As long as you start from yourself, reflect on yourself. That is the best way, instead of putting the blame on somebody else. Because ultimately, you are the one who learn. Ultimately, you are the one who improve. You are the one who change. And talking about change, if somebody wants to change, is it easy? Yes or no? Don't worry. Is changing easy? No, it's not easy. Definitely not easy. For you to want to change, you got to be able to feel that you are in a position that you are very uncomfortable with. Less than 1 month ago, I was standing in front of the mirror. When I'm standing in front of the mirror, you don't need to know whether I'm wearing clothes or not. I'm looking at the mirror. I look at myself. I say, oh, not guapo, you know. Not guapo. I say, I feel that I have something extra that I'm carrying. And somebody took a picture of my side view. When I see that, I feel so uncomfortable. Extremely uncomfortable with that condition. So I set a very big goal. I already told you. 3 months later, I want to be the best version. To become slim, to become more handsome, already handsome, more handsome, to have a six-pack. I want to be able to do the things that I could do when I was 21 years old. I told myself that. And from then on, when I set this target, I never missed one day of exercise. Never. But 3 months later, whether you know I have a six-pack or not, you will never know. You will never know. But I can tell you this, you will see a difference. Not only in me, but in the business development. Because when you see a leader, you see the cutting of the leader, you know this person is a leader already. And today when we make a commitment, we want to change. We change now. You know a monkey and a human, what is the difference between a monkey and a human? Don't worry. What's the difference between a monkey and a human? No, the monkey got a tail. Am I right? The monkey has a tail. So for a monkey, if he want to become human, what must he do? Pop, he must cut off the tail. So one day, one monkey, he have a thinking, he have a thought. I want to become human. So the moment he decide he want to become human, he got to change something about himself, which is to cut off his tail. So when he have that very strong will, he say, I will cut off my tail. The first problem arises. Should I cut it slowly? Or should I chop it off at once? If I cut slowly, the pain is very pain, you know. Very pain. And it's prolonged. But if I cut it fast, also pain. So you think, never mind. I remain a monkey forever. This story, what is it trying to tell us? It's actually a very, very similar to a person who wants to change. You see, if I'm an alcoholic. When I decide to change for the better, maybe because I see the condition that I'm in right now, there is something that I'm uncomfortable with. I want to stop drinking. And this person will think, should I stop completely or should I cut down? And the thing is, both is as painful. And in the end, an alcoholic will always remain an alcoholic. Am I right? But the thing, when you cut and when you slowly cut, the pain is the same. Just whether it's fast or slow. Am I right? So if you want to change, pop, you got to cut. That's why, because we see a lot of people, they say they want to change. I'm lazy, yes, I want to change. But few months down the road, same. If a person is lazy, he will forever be lazy. If a person is dependent, he will forever be dependent. Unless we make this decision to change today. Because the pain will be the same. Similarly, today you set a certain target. 1 month later from now, 6 months later from now, you start to fight. And start to fight now. Is it the same pain? Same. But you wait 6 months. These 6 months, you still very painful also. If you start now, 3 months later, the pain is gone already. Yes or no? So we got to tell us this. And more importantly, we got to be able to believe in ourselves. We got to be able to believe in ourselves. Why believing in ourselves is so important? You know, God created us very perfect. Very perfect. You know why our eyes is in front? It's not behind. Do you know why? It is because if you go into the movie theater, when you are watching a movie, the person behind you will say, don't look at me, look at the movie. If your eyes is grown at the back, am I right? So why is our eyes grown in front? Because it's trying to tell us, look ahead, look forward, look in front of you. Don't look at the things that have already gone by. 3 months ago, you couldn't achieve your target. It's okay, look ahead. You need to know what you need to do. Don't regret on what you have not done, but rather do things that you will not regret. Same thing. Is this hair? The hair on my head, is it hair? The eyebrow on my eyebrow? Is it hair? But you see, these two hair is different. On the head, this hair, every three weeks, I have to cut. But have you cut your eyebrow before? But the thing is, if our eyebrow, the speed that the eyebrow grow is the same as the hair, when we talk to people, we got to do this. Am I right? But so you see, we are created perfect. There is a reason for every single thing. So we got to believe in ourselves. And with this, I want to share a story with you. This story is a story that influenced me very greatly. But I'm afraid if after I share this story, I don't want it to be like last time. When I share about the magic fish, not even few days, people calling me magic fish. Today I want to share about another animal. If I go out, you tell me I'm another animal. So can you promise me this? Don't worry. This story is something that influenced me. It's got to do with a baby tiger. But I'd rather be a tiger than a fish. Now this baby tiger, when the mother was going to give birth to him, when we was giving birth to him, during this process, this mother passed away. This mother died. So this cub was lying on the road crying and crying and crying. And just so happened there was a group of sheep walking past and saw this. And you know, the mother sheep, when she saw this baby, mother have a lot of feelings. So she decided to take care of this baby tiger. So throughout the years of growth, this baby tiger grew up with sheep. So he think like a sheep as well. But the thing he finds is very funny. When the sheep eat the grass and he try to eat grass, he start to vomit everything out. Keep vomiting and vomiting and vomiting. And then the sheep always make fun of him. You look at us, we are so white. You are so many stripes, so ugly. But this tiger, when he was growing up, he grew up being bullied, grew up being very negative. So every time the mother sheep will remind them, when you go out, you must be careful of tiger, because tiger will eat you. So when one day these three sheep, when they went out, along with one tiger, this baby tiger, they went out looking for food and then went to play around at the grass. Suddenly, there's 3 tigers appear. Very big tiger. So what did the mother say? When you see tiger, you got to run. So they started to run. All the sheep start to run. Even the baby tiger start to run. So the 3 big tigers, they were looking. If a sheep is running, it's normal. But if a baby tiger is running, what happened? So these 3 tigers, they didn't choose to chase the sheep. They chased the baby tiger. Running and running and running. And when this baby tiger, he was running, he said, my life is so bitter. Growing up, I'm always bullied. I'm always making fun of. Now these 3 tigers is chasing me. My life is so bad. And he started to run and run, and he turned around and cried, don't chase me. Don't chase me. Don't chase me. But these 3 tigers, they keep running and running. They tell him, stop, wait for me, stop. You are tiger, you are not sheep. No, don't bluff me. I'm sheep. And he keep running and running and running. So to chase a baby tiger is not easy. And these 3 tigers, they came up with a plan to corner this baby tiger. And in the end, they cornered him. And they caught him. And when he's lying down, he said, please don't eat me, don't eat me, please. Please don't eat me. And these 3 tigers find it very funny. He said, you are a tiger. Why are you scared of me? He said, no, I'm a sheep. And they grab this tiger, bring him to the water. Look at yourself. You are tiger. When he looked at the tiger and he looked at himself again, and he let out a roar. Exactly like a tiger. My story finished. Actually, in this life, every single day of our life, there are a lot of people that are telling us we are like sheep. But on the other hand, there are also a lot of people telling you that you are tiger. But throughout this process in life, a lot of people, they believe that they are the sheep. They are a follower. They are not better than other people. They believe that they are not as capable as other people. But on the other hand, especially in Riway International, there are a lot of tigers. A lot of tigers telling you, you are a tiger. You can achieve your goals. You can be somebody that you want to be. Because why? You are a tiger. You are a tiger. You got to believe this. And if we are able to believe in ourselves, then I can tell you this. No goals is unachievable for you. There is nobody that you cannot become if you want to become this. In the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, what kind of person do you want to become? What kind of car do you want to drive? What kind of house do you want to live in? This is very important. Today, after this NDO, this is just the start. This is just the beginning. Because today, once we are now equipped with this NDO, we don't keep it to ourselves. We got to be able to share. Not share to new people. Share to leaders. Share to new distributors. People who are ready to do this business. And we need to put on this bulletproof vest for them. Then we got to be prepared to share to them. Am I right? So today is not the end. It is only the start. So I believe today has been a very, very enriching leadership training seminar. For myself, it's been a very great reminder. Because each and every time I hear, it reminds me of the NDO over and over and over again. And if I'm able to be reminded over and over again, certain information that keep going into my head, it will naturally become in my subconsciousness. And we'll be equipped with this so that we can strengthen our foundation. Because the war haven't begun. Riway have not started yet. Riway hasn't even started. It is only just about to begin. There is potential not only in Philippines, in the whole world. But if we are not able to hold down the whole of Philippines, we don't talk about the whole world. Agree? Naintindihan mo ba ang aking English? Bigyan ang iyong sarili ng isang masigabong palapakan. I want to thank all of you for staying until this time.